Lawrence. I am the resident city commissioner Lira, but I am wearing the shoes of the Minister of State for Education and Sports, Honorable Peter Ogwang, who rang me 2 days ago when I was in Gulu with the Principal Education Officer for Budget Conference, and when he rang me, I was proceeding to Nebi. I left him there in Gulu, and we proceeded to Nebi. And he told me that, my brother, tomorrow on Saturday, he will go to Comboni College to represent our ministry, because the First Lady was supposed to be there herself, but because of other national commitments, she cannot be there. I was then supposed to be there again, but I have been assigned another responsibility by His Excellency the President on Saturday, and therefore there's no way I can ignore the assignment of the President. So we consulted as a ministry, and we agreed that you go and represent us at Comboni College, because you are the representative of the government there, and we believe when you go there, we shall get the message that Comboni College wants to pass to the government through the Ministry of Education. So here I am representing the Ministry of Education, and specifically Minister Peter Ogwang. As a representative and a messenger, my work is not so much. It's to sit down, take a lot of notes, pick whatever I can pick, and then deliver to the person who sent me, because he's expecting to get first-hand information as though he were here himself. So it will be like a reported speech or a translation. When the Lord Bishop is speaking here and somebody is translating, when he says, I the Bishop, the person translating will also say, I the Bishop, when he's not even the Bishop actually. Because that is direct translation. And that is exactly what I'm going to do when I finally report back to the minister. But I have, however, a few remarks to make. Aware of the time, and our people are tired, like Lord Bishop said, and others are moving far from here, parents who have come. But I would like to add my voice on what has been said by previous speakers here, to first of all thank the Diocese of Lango, the Catholic Diocese of Lira Diocese, for being a very good patronage in this college from the time it took over as a foundation body up to now. Comboni College has never been a letdown to this region and to the country. It was observed that notable personalities in this government passed through Comboni College. And indeed, when you see the sample that we have here, the chairperson himself, who has been a consultant in security, even in this country, he worked in various levels of security in this country, the first knowledge he acquired from here. We have Professor Okaka, who is now sailing Lira University very well, as a product of this college. We have these notable personalities, doctors here, we have them, and all of them, they are products of this great school. Not to mention those who are not here right now. That therefore means Comboni College should be our priority first as the people of Lango and the people of this region. What is causing us some of these schools in the region is that many people who even pass through this institution decide to forget about the institution and focus on building institutions that are in Kampala and elsewhere. Very few parents who are well-to-do now think of bringing their children to study back. When you see all those schools, the Budo SS, the what call them, you know their names in Kampala. It is us here in Lango region who are building those schools. Because even if they are paying 3 million for a term, a parent in Lira will take the 3 million to Budo SS, but will not want to spend a coin in Comboni College. And this is what is happening. So, government is a major stake in education, but all parents are stakeholders. We all have stake in this school. And if we don't play our roles as parents, then the government is having hundreds of schools to take care of in this country. So we need to complement in order for us to realize what we are seeing in other schools happening elsewhere in the country. I'm saying this because I need to call upon our parents to invest in education. Now, when you see these OPs, today they are here trying to blow a trumpet for us to rebuild this school. They were here several years ago. Some of them happened to be here when strikes burnt down that administration block. Some of them did not participate. Some of them came afterwards. I believe those who were there at that time, most of them are in responsible offices working somewhere. But now, they have realized that it is good to keep what we have. So I'm calling upon you students who are here today. They were students like you. Some of them misbehaved and burnt. Now it is their responsibility. I don't think you would want to come and start blowing trumpet for others to come and build a school that you burned several years ago. Are we together? Students, are we there? Yeah, this one is for you. Recently, there were strikes in this college. Some distractions were made again. And this is not good. And when we see that about 97 of you are 97% are very good students, but only 3% can cause a problem in the school. So I'm calling upon you to protect what we have so that in future, instead of moving reverse, working on what was destroyed, we now focus on new things to be put in place. I would like to thank, therefore, the President and your team for the vision you have. That burnt building has been there for ages. But if we can put our hands together and we rebuild it again, that will be so good. Several issues are raised here, and I'm not going to comment on issues that I'm going to direct to the minister who delegated me here, because if I say I'm giving solutions to some of this, I would be lying to myself and there would be no truth in me. The answer is solely with the person who has delegated me to come and listen and then give the feedback. A report was given to the First Lady, who happens to be the Minister of Education since 2016, I think, and that is quite a time. And the report may not now be directly on the desk of the Minister because several things have taken place, and I think since then 2 governments have been in place, so we need to constantly remind the Minister. And I'm saying, the door, like the presidential advisor said, the door can only be opened when you knock. At times, the government in Kampala, my Lord Bishop said very clearly here, may not even be knowing the condition of Comboni College, but it is upon the sitting leadership to keep on knocking the door and reminding the authority that be about the condition of the college. There are other schools, other districts that do not sit, they do not sleep, they are always knocking on the doors of the government. But in Lango here, we are always fighting politically within here. The wise ones are knocking on the door, but for us we are eating each other as if we are white ants locked up in a tin. And that is